Hey guys, my name is Zakil and welcome to YouTube channel btech Career Guide. So in this video, today one of our candidates have written the open text exam. So I will be getting you through the what kind of questions they have asked and what is the level of questions that they have given. Okay, so let us see the questions and then let us explore out the code for that. Okay, so let me open the questions for that. So here you go with the first section. This is for the intern role. Okay, so intern test, new easy, please go through the questions carefully and answer accordingly. So two questions in 60 minutes. So they have given 60 minutes time duration to solve two problems. Okay, so let us see the first question. Here you go with the first question. The current selector, okay, this is remaining. Okay, so in a class of chess, the queen can attack an opponent if the piece is located at the same row, same column and same diagonal. Okay, so you know the chess pieces, so you know the queen. So queen can go in any direction. Okay, it can go in the same row, column and then diagonal wise any manner it can go. So write a program to takes the position of the queen and position of the opponent piece on an empty chessboard and determine if the queen may attack the piece. Okay, now it is saying like you take any two pieces, either one q and any other pawn or any other, okay, any other piece. So now you need to place on the chessboard. Okay, so consider this as a chessboard. So place that coin on the chessboard, and in case if you place this two coin, this is for example, I don't have anything, so this is queen and here you have a pawn. So whether you need to find whether this queen can attack this pawn or not. So that is what the question is. Okay, so let us see the input one. So the input line of the first line of the input consists of an integer coordinate x1 representing the x coordinate of the queen. So this is a queen. Okay, the second line of the input consists of an integer called by 1 representing the y coordinate of the queen. So bracket of x1 comma y1 is equal to the position of queen. So let me open this to exam draw. So now we have x comma, we have y. So which will be the position of queen. Okay, so now they have given, okay, so x1 and then y1 which will be representing the position of the queen of the opponent piece. The fourth line of the input consists of an integer called y2 represent the y coordinate of the opponent piece. So here you go. So now we have let me do this x2, okay, and then y2. So I don't have any pen to write, so I'm using my mouse. Okay, this is the opponent piece. Okay, so this is the queen piece and this is the opponent piece. So now in the chessboard you'll be having the chessboard in this format, right? Okay, so for example if the queen is in this position and the opponent is in this position, so what you need to find is like whether this queen can attack this pawn or not. So that's a simple question. Now you see in this diagonal it can go into the diagonal position and can attack. So true. Okay, so let us see that. Okay, so print string s if the queen can attack the opponent piece, otherwise print the no. Okay, so here you go with the example 4 5 6 7. Okay, so let me take a box in case if this allows me. Where is this? Okay, chessboard images. Let me take this. Copy image and then let me go here and then I'll be pasting it here. Let me enhance. Okay, sorry, control Z. Let me remove this. Okay, so now we got the chessboard. So the first question is the first inputs 4 5 6 7. So 4 5 are the coordinates of the queen. Okay, so the queen coordinates are 4 and 5. So fourth and then we need to place in the position of 5. So here let me mark this as q. Hope you can see, or else let me make it okay, let me make it in a black and then extra line. Okay, excel. Okay, so this is a queen 4 5. Okay, this is a queen. Now what they're asking, what is the opponent piece? 6 7. So 6 7 is the opponent queen position. So now we have 6 and then 7. Okay, here we need to place the opponent. So let me take some text and here you go with the opponent. So let me I need to give capital O. Oh, size is that much only. So let me do this. Okay, so here you go with the opponent piece. Now we need to find whether this queen can attack this opponent or not. So what are the properties of queen? So queen can travel in any other direction, either in row or column, and then diagonal position. Now you see here we have the queen, so we can easily say that the queen can attack the opponent. Okay, so now what we need to do is like we need to check how the queen can attack. Okay, what are the coordinates that they have given, we need to find. Okay, so let us see. um, so let us see here. So now what we need to make sure that whether the coordinate of q1 is equal to the coordinate of x2 or not. So there are simple rules. Okay, to find the answer, find the solution for it. Okay, if we need to check, we need to check the coordinate of x1, which is, for example, if for example, let me remove this queen of 4 comma 5, and then opposite we have of what we got, the opposite we have got 6 comma 7. Okay, so this is the points that they have given. Now whether we need to check few condition whether this can satisfy or not. Okay, so the first condition is we need to check whether the coordinate of x1 is equal to the coordinate of x2 or not. Okay, so I will be explaining why we need to take like that. Okay, so coordinate of x1 is equal to is hope you are able to see me. I think I can zoom or not. Okay, let it be here. Is equal to of x2. Okay, and then we need to check another condition whether the coordinate of y1 is equal to the coordinate of y2. Okay, same, y1 is equal to the y2. Okay, y2, for example, if the queen position is in this direction, for example queen is here, right? Okay, so now the in case of the opponent is in this format, so now you see we have the q4 which is x. Okay, so x is in fourth position, and then we have y which is in eighth position. So but as 4 is in the same position, we can simply say that the queen can attack the opposite, right? Because the queen can travel in the same column as, sorry, this is row, same row and well as same column. Okay, so that's why we have taken x as a row and the y as a column. Okay, so in case if any position, for example if the o is in this position, if the opponent, sorry, so if the opponent is in this position, which means that for the x-axis is not relevant, but we have the y-axis which is relevant, which means that queen can attack the opposite 4. Okay, so queen can attack this one. So that's why we have written in this format, like in case if the x1 is equal to the x2 and y1 is equal to the y2, then we can simply say that the queen and the opposite part are in the same location. Okay, same, not same location, not say in the same row and the same column. Okay, and also we need to check whether the absolute difference is equal to the absolute difference of the coordinates. Okay, which means, so let me write it here, hope you will understand now. So the third condition we need to check is absolute difference. Okay, why absolute difference? Sometimes we'll be getting negative numbers, so I am simply taking that absolute difference. For example, okay, let me remove the absolute difference. So we need to find the difference of two coordinates such that x1 minus x2 is equal to the y1 minus y2. Why, I will be telling you. X1 minus x2 has to be equal to y1 minus y2. Okay, so now you see we have for example in this condition we have 4 and then 6. So 4 minus 6 is minus 2, and then y1 minus y2, which means 5 minus 7, which is minus 2. Here you see we have the 2 minus 2's, which means we can indirectly say that this element which is present on the chessboard is in diagonal position, right or not? Okay, for example now you see, don't get confused. Okay, here you go. So now we have the position 4, here we have the position 4, we have the position 4 here, and then this is the fifth position, right? So for example here, so let me do it here only. So now what is x1? X1 is 4 here. So x1 is 4, and then we have y1 as 6. Okay, I messed up something. Okay, and then bracket close. Okay, so now it should be equal to what? It should be equal to the difference of y axis, y coordinates. So what are the y coordinates? Y coordinates are 5, and then we need to subtract the x2, which is -7. Now let us see this. So 4 minus 6, which means -2, is double equal to 5 minus 7, which is -2, right? So in case if this x1 minus x2 is double equal to y1 minus y2, we can simply say that this queen and the opponent is in the diagonal position. Okay, so now here you go, in the first case only, diagonal position. Simple, right? Okay, so let me take another test case, then you will be able to understand what it is. Okay, did I? Okay, oh, I did something. Okay, control Z. I think control Z doesn't work. Okay, oh, why? Okay, I think I have deleted this stuff. Okay, let it be. So let me rewrite it again. Sorry guys, -2 double equal to -2. Simple. Okay, so let us see the other test case. So for this, what is the output? It should be yes, because the queen can take the paw. Okay, so now you see the second output, 1 comma 1 and 3 comma 2. So let me go onto the board. So let me copy the chessboard again, copy image, and then let me paste it here, drag here. So we have the queen position is 1 comma 1. Okay, q. Okay, so now let me enlarge the q. Okay, so they have given q of 1 comma 1, and then opposite opponent o of, what is the opponent one? Opponent they given 3 comma 2. Okay, now you see 3 comma 2. So this they have given. So according to the properties which I have told, okay, so these are the checks that we need to do. For example, let me copy this checks. I have copied all those checks. Now what you'll able to do, I'll be putting it here. Okay, now let us see the first condition. Okay, so the first case is x1. First condition is x1 is equal to the x2, which means 1 is equal to the x2, which means this is x1 and this is x1. So 1 double equal to 1 1 double equal to 3, which is false. Okay, so now you can simply say that the queen is not in the same row. Fine. Okay, now let me mark the opposite also. So 3 2. So we have 3 and we have 2 here. So here you need to have the opponent. Okay, here we have the opponent which is in the 3 2 position. So now we have checked the first condition. So now let us see the second condition. 2 of. So now what is the second condition? Y1 is y1 is should be equal to the y2. Okay, then only we can say that the queen and the pawn is in the same column. Okay, now let us see, y1 is equal to the y2. Y1 is 1, and then y2 is equal to 2. Are they equal? No, so it should be false. Okay, now we have another condition to be checked. Okay, so now what are the x1 is 1, and then y2, sorry, x2 is 3. Now this x1 minus x2 has to be equal to the y1 minus y2. Okay, let me keep triple equal to. And then what is y1 and y2? Y1 is 1 minus y2 is 2. So what we'll be getting? So we'll be getting the result 1 minus 1 minus 3 minus 2 double equal to 1 minus minus 2 minus 1. So is that equal? No, right? So the result should be false. Okay, so then when we can say simply, okay, when we can simply say this queen can take the pawn is when all these conditions are satisfied. So when this all these conditions will be satisfied, we need to get the operators. So what are the operators can we think of? Okay, so we can think of one operator which is or operator. Okay, in if any of these conditions satisfies, we can simply say that the queen can take the pawn. Okay, it can take either in the row position, you can take either in the column position, and it can take either in the diagonal position. So now let us write the logic. Okay, so for this I will be taking absolute difference, like I don't like negative numbers mostly. So let me go to my favorite online compiler. Also hope you have understand what is the entire question is all about. So online GCC, let me go into my online GCC. Very simple question, guys. Okay, don't get confused. Mostly people will be getting confused, but so when people will be looking at this chessboard kind of question, they will be directly thinking of, okay, this might be a dynamic programming question kind of thing. No, when you decode the question, it's very simple. Okay, this chessboard algorithm, what is there? No, it's very simple. If you understand, damn, you will be like, you'll be mastering what is chess and stuff. Okay, so now let us see the default code what they have provided. So the answer should be no. Simply, as you can say, right? In case if you know chess, now if the queen is here, you can't take this opposite queen, because q can travel only in this position, this column and row, and then diagonal. So queen can't take the position this one. Simply. Okay, so that's the logic you need to get when you see this question, guys. Okay, so let us see the default code. I forgot to take to the default code. So this is the default code they have given. Def check attack the opponent coordinate of x1, coordinate of y1, coordinate of x2, and coordinate of y2. Okay, simply. So we need to write the code in this area. Write your code is there. No, so we need to write and we need to return the result. Okay, so return is not required, and there should be a few modifications that we need to do in this code also. Okay, so we need to print the yes or no. Okay, so to print yes or no, we can directly print there. So in case if you print there, you need to remove this result and then print the result. Okay, so I'll be showing. Okay, don't worry. So for example, let me define the function check attack the opponent. Hope you are able to see. Okay, opponent of the chord x1 comma the chord of y1 comma the chord of x2 comma the chord of y2. So these are the coordinates that they have given. Okay, so now let us take the inputs from the user. So chord x1 is equal to int of input. So I'll be doing it for all. Okay, don't worry, just you need to write the logic. Okay, so as I know, I will be just modifying this, and then this is x2, and then this is y2. So all the inputs I'm taking from the user. Now what I need to do is, like, I need to call this function. Okay, so now check attack opponent of, I need to pass the coordinate of x1, coordinate of y1, coordinate of y2, sorry, x2, and then coordinate of y2. Okay, so now I'm passing all the values to the function definition. So now what I need to do is, like, I need to write the code. So what is the code? If, what are the conditions that I've told you here? X1 is equal to the x2 and y1 is equal to y2. Sorry, it should be or. So x1 is equal to x2, or y1 is equal to y2, or if absolute difference of x1 minus x2 is equal to y1 minus y2, then we can simply say that yes, the queen can take the pawn. Okay, so let me go to my compiler. Now what you need to do, like, just you need to write the coordinate of x1. Okay, you can remove this. If coordinate of x1 double equal to coordinate of x2, or coordinate of y1 double equal to coordinate of y2, or what you need to do, you need to take the absolute difference as I told, or abs of coordinate of x1 minus coordinate of x2, coord of x2 x2 double equal to abs of coordinate of y1 minus, okay, let me give minus symbols with space, minus coordinate of coordinate of y2. Okay, very simple logic, guys, very simple logic, and very simple. Okay, so let me run the before that, let me take the test case. So for 4 5 6 7 we need to get the yes. Let me run. Okay, did I miss something? Okay, sorry, I due to my excitement I didn't write the main logic. So if this all this condition passes, we need to print yes. Else what we need to print? We need to print no. Simple. Now just let me click on run. Okay, so it is asking for the inputs 4 5 6 7. So now you can see the result is S, which means the queen can take the pawn. Okay, so let me run another test case. Okay, now you go. So what's another test case? 1132, 1132, which means no. Very simple, guys. Very simple question. Just I will be pausing the video for few seconds. Just you can make a note of it. Meanwhile, I will have some water. If you get the explanation, then you can simply write the logic. Okay, don't worry. Okay, done. Okay, so let us see the second question. Tadan, tadan, tadan. Okay, so this is the second question that they have asked in this open text exam. So Mary is developing an application on the concept of prime numbers and factorization. Okay, so you need to remember how you need to write the prime number logic in Python. Okay, so factorization among n numbers of the list displayed on the application display. The application will highlight all the numbers that appear as many times on the display as the frequency of the prime factors. Okay, write an algorithm to help Mary to find all the numbers that apply as many on the display as the frequency of the prime factors. So we need to find based upon the prime factors. Okay, the first line of the input consists of integer n represent the size of list n. The second line consists of n subtracted integers represented by the numbers displayed on the application display, and then print m space integers representing all the numbers that appear as many on the display as the frequency of prime factors in ascending order. If not much number is found in the given text, then print a -1. Okay, so they are asking you to print the prime factors. I think let me go to the Google. So prime factors. Okay, let me click on enter. Now you see, so the prime factor of a number are the prime numbers that are multiplied to get the original number. For example, 2 and 3, the prime factors of 12 is 2, 2 into 2, 2 into 2 into 3 is 12. Okay, let me go. So the prime factorization is a way of expressing a number as a product of its prime factors. So if there is any number, so we need to make sure that number is formed with the prime numbers multiplication of prime numbers. Okay, so then that number is called prime factor. A prime number is the number that is exactly as two factors, that is one and the number itself. You know that you have studied from your school, elementary school. For example, if we take the number 30, we know 30 as 30 30 is called 5 into 6, but 6 is not a prime number. The number 6 can be further be factorized as 2 into 3, where 2 and 3 are prime numbers. Therefore, the prime factor of 30 is 2 into 3 into 5, where all the factors are prime numbers. So just we need to make sure the number which they have given, just we need to convert it to the prime factors to get the original number. Okay, so I should do a lot of exercises when I was in my fourth standard, I guess. So on this prime factorization. So why I'm explaining this, just make sure you understand the concept before we dive into the code. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you what is prime factorization is, and this is example. Okay, so now let us dive into the question. Okay, so hope you have understand the entire thing. So let me directly dive into the question. So now you see, so here you go with the test case 7 4 2 12 25 12 12 12 sorry 12 12 25. So how we can form all these numbers, the output should be 2 12 25. Here is the explanation. Here you see, so 2 has one prime factor can be taken. So 12 has three prime factors, 2 2 3, and 25 has two prime factors, 5 and 5. So 2 is present one time. Okay, so 12 is present three times and 5 is present two times in the given list. So the output should be 2 12 25. So okay, hope you have understand. Now you see, let me iterate you again. So the number 2, so for example, simply they are saying like, so here is the list, but in this list what we need to do is like we need to take it as a set. So we need to remove the duplicates from it before you take into consideration. 4 2 12 25 you will be getting. So you have four numbers. Now you see 2 has one prime factor. Okay, so we can make 2, and then 12 has three prime factors. 2 into 2 into 3 is equal to, this are 4, 4 3s are 12. Okay, so for 12 we have three prime factors, and 25 has two prime factors, which is 5 and 5. Okay, and for 4 we have 2 into 2. Okay, and 4 into 1, 2 is present one time. Okay, 12 is present three times, and 25 is present two times in the given list. Here you see. Okay, so the output should be 2, 12, 25. Done. Clear. Now let us write the logic. Okay, let me duplicate it. I'll be directly going into the flow. Okay, don't worry. So it's just simple basic mathematical concept. So but before that, there is a one thing which I want to tell you. So in some coding environments, what they do is like they will be asking you to take the inputs from the when you're writing code. So get the inputs from the user only. So in the previous code, what we have seen the default code where the environment will be taking the inputs and it will be passing the test cases, or in case if there is an error in the code, it will be showing the test case failed. But now you see they are given sample code to read input and write output. Name is called raw input, read input from stdin, okay, standard input, and print allow percentile as percentile name, write output to standard output. Okay, so warning, printing unwanted or illegal format error, some text. Okay, simply they are saying like in case if you are using this environment as of now, in case if you want to take inputs from the user, you just need to use raw input, not input. Okay, in Python. So in Python there are two, raw input and input. Here you need to take raw input in case if you want to take the inputs from the user. Okay, so let me go into the code environment. Okay, so let me write the logic. Okay, mm, first I will be, let me remove that. Okay, first let me define the function def get result. So this is the function. I need to pass the numbers. So what are the numbers I will be telling you? Okay, so before that let me declare my array. So number is equal to I need to get the length, right? Num is equal to int of input. Okay, and then nums is equal to list of math of int comma input dot strip dot split split. Okay, done. And then we need to call the get result of numbers. Akhil, what are you doing? Nothing, just writing the test case. Okay, did I click on something? Okay, so this is the test case, right? So n is nothing but the 7, and nems is nothing but the list of this. So 4, 2, 12, 25, 12, 12, 25 are the list, right? So this list I am taking in this nems value. So now for the processing, what I need to do is like I need to pass it to the get result function. So I have passed to the function get result function here. Now what I need to do is like I need to find the frequency. So there is a function in Python, or you can call it a library or a function, counter. So this will be counting the frequency of numbers. Okay, so let me get the counter frequency. Counter fric, not counter strike. Okay, fric is equal to counter of nums. Akil, yeah, define the counter. Where is the counter? So I really need to import it. So let me go to the import from collections, import, it should be collections, import counter counter. Okay, so now let us print this. Hope you will be understanding print of counter frequency, then you will be understand what this entirely that function is doing. Okay, so for time being I will be commenting this out. Okay, not like this, I will be just giving you like this, and this is 7, this should be 7, and then this should be list of 4 comma 12 comma what are the values, 4 to 12 25 12 12 25, 4 to 4 to 12 25 12 12 12 25, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, 4 to 12 25 12 12 25, 4 to 12 25 12 12 25. Okay, done. So let me click on run, just to want to show how the display will be. So you know in the counter we have 12 are 3 times frequency, so 12 1 2 3, and then 25 is 2 times repeated, 4 is 1 time repeated, and 2 is 1 time repeated. So that is the use of this counter, it will be showing the frequency of the numbers which are present in the list. So I will be dealing all this in my Python playlist. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, just for time being you just know what is what. Okay, so now let me remove this. So initially I told that you need to take a set, so let me take a set is equal to square brackets, and then for each number in counter frequency, what we need to do, we need to check whether this it has a prime factor or not. Count the prime factor. Okay, so prime is equal to count. I'm taking another function, count prime, which is count prime of number. So I'm passing each number to a function called count prime, where it will be checking the the count of the prime numbers. Okay, so I'll be stopping the code here, but I'll be writing the main logic here. So def count prime of number, let me take n, and then if it's easy. Okay, or n double equal to 0, what we need to do, we need to return 0, or else what you need to, we need to declare a count equals 0, while just prime number logic, guys. Okay, I'm just writing logic because I'm about to reach end of the time. Okay, it should be 1 hour because I can't make video more than hour due to the free trial versions. Okay, later I'll be buying it, don't worry. For just now, just it's a prime number function, count plus equal to 1, equal to 1, n double slash equal to I. Okay, then what you need to, I plus equal to 1 it should be, and then if n greater than 2, n greater than 1, count plus equal to 1, else return count. Okay, so just we are just counting the prime numbers. Okay, don't worry, guys. Okay, I'll be explaining this entire logic later when you are dealing with the problem sets in the Python playlist. Okay, don't worry, for time being just try to understand what I'm doing. Okay, now if counter frequency of nem, which means 12, 25, 4, okay, is double equal to prime. Okay, in case if you get the same thing, okay, now what we need to do, we need to append to the set. Okay, dot append of num. Okay, then only we can understand that, okay, this value as equal prime numbers, sorry, equal prime count as is shown in the list. Okay, now you see, done till there. If set, if there is an any element present in the set, if set, then we need to sort the set, because 2, 12, 25 we are sorting, right? So we need to sort the set. Okay, now we need to print the set, print of dot join of map of str comma set. Okay, so we are done with this. So in case if there is no element, what we need to do as shown in the image, let me open my image. So if there are no number found in the given list, then print -1. So that's the else condition. Okay, so else print of -1. Okay, so let me zoom back and click on run. Let us see what is the output. Oh, there is no longer I reference. Them is anything. Okay, anyway, I forgot to declare the I value is equal to 2 just for counting. So now here you can see we got the result 2, 12, 25. Okay, the same output which is which they have told here, 2, 12, 25. Fine. So that's the thing, guys, and it's end of our video too. So very simple program, guys. Just I will be pausing the video for a few seconds. Just you can make a note of the code. Okay, very simple. Let me do this up. Okay, don't worry, I'll be explaining the scope, prime factors, Samsung number, and multiple Fibonacci, so many numbers in the Python playlist. I'll be explaining what is the behind logic and what we are going to do with that. Okay, so for time being, just try to understand this logic, and this is a very simple code. Okay, all the questions are of easy, and this one is like average easy something. Okay, this is easy, this average to medium, like middle of medium. Okay, so easy. Okay, in case if you know how you need to solve all these questions. That's it, guys, and this is the first program, very simple chess game. And this is you to check the co-primes and prime numbers. Okay, this is also very simple, and that's it, guys, mostly. If you want, so if you want job notifications, and in case if you need any coding questions, solutions, and assistance, just reach out to us on btech career guide, and here you go with the links, so you can text me on my LinkedIn, connect on my LinkedIn. This is my Telegram channel. You can join there and apply for all the jobs which I post daily, and WhatsApp channel, and then Instagram handle. Just to follow us on Instagram also. And then this is something which I keep regularly. Okay, so that's it in this video, guys, and let's catch up tomorrow. Okay, in case if they have time permission, I will be making another video tomorrow. For then, all the best. Have a nice day. Bye bye.